I believe it's time for another album reaction. We're doing Grime today! Last time I listened to Grime on this channel was at least, 9 months ago when I listened to Skepta's project. I really enjoyed that project. It was really thorough, it had a nice grime sound to it. And when people say grime, I don't really know if they 100% know what that means. I don't even know what it means, but my best interpretation of grime would be just to the core. Cutthroat, not holding anything back. They're really hard-hitting with everything that they say. And it's not even just what they say, the inflection of their voice when they say it is like somebody just punched you in the dick like 16 times. But for some reason, this time when you get punched, it actually feels good. I don't know, does that make any sense?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
It probably doesn't. In the event that it doesn't, I don't need anybody in the comments being smart, telling me that it doesn't make sense. I know it doesn't fucking make sense. Don't tell me shit. But we do know that Wiley has a new album out called Godfather. I was supposed to get into this project probably last week. Now I've heard both Wiley and I've heard Skepta. Vocally they do sound similar, but you can definitely tell the difference between them. I wonder if Skepta's gonna be on this project. If he is, I might go fucking mental, man. Should I do the rest of this video with an accent? No, that's corny. That's cheesy. I want to do it, but I know somebody's gonna be like, oh, you can't imitate the accent. That's culture appropriation. Shut your dumb ass. In honor of the UK grime scene, I'm wearing a shirt that was specifically made in the UK. I think it's called Top Man. I'll leave a link to the shirt in the description down below if you want to cop one. Without further ado, let's jump right into this. I'm expecting to lose all my shit. First track, Birds and Bars.
BBK, I know.
Wait, no, you're not getting away with that shit. He just put the fucking Mario jumping like sound in there. You know what? See, it's already too much for me. I'm leaving. I'm gone. I'm done.
Digging up keys up, man, and a remix. Then I came through with the bars on point because I'm a realist.
Oh, okay.
My name's gonna bring bells to newspaper readers. Wiley, yeah, that's man, yeah. We cover girl like Julius Caesar.
Oh!
I killed myself and I can't keep your mouth shut, that gazina. On point, man, I put it in stack mode. Straight London, back
you hear this shit?
Nice man, get ready, bro. Back in the days of the anybody though, I was not Wiley, I've been.
What are you doing? It's hot. It's hot, man. Okay, it's too hot for this.
All I need is a smooth, busy, drinking an Uber account. Pretty swiftly, I feel. You can pick which one
adding
you
shit
wanna
to the
say.
song while he's going.
I see some now, the energy's floating by. You ain't gotta pick them all.
God damn!
Energy's people are gonna go and pick one. Pass me the mic, I'll show it. If an MC breaks down like a car breaks
Yo,
down, then I'll come along and I'll throw it. Man, big things, small and big things. Man, a eagle, man, a big wings. Take a look.
Oh! You ever like get so uncomfortable that like you just start scratching? This isn't healthy. That was one banger of an intro. I wasn't expecting all that. Amazing production. You know production always gets me. Slide on into the next track. We got Bring Them All / Holy Grime.
Drink enough beers before the game, which called out Georgie Best MC. Listen, I don't rest MC. I was in the shadows, I came to the light with a path of splitters. I wanna be first and never be last. I've been ahead of the game, I've been ahead of the craft, I wanna laugh. Come sailing along like a boss with the floor so crazy. I've been in every corner, I like to fly by. I'm a black, yeah, my heart, that's swinging. So time and talk with not many man have been in the world. Feeling like I want a knife in your chest, in the foot, every day is heroin. Living like some away like red dogs. What makes you scared, I'm sure fear does. But I am a
can't do a fucking thing. I just gotta take it.
Trust me.
Pause.
Never get rust, never rough up your lyrics like rugby. For the work I put in the fans, this one ain't free, but it's
No, I'm not gonna pass that up. He said my lyrics rough, your lyrics rugby? Like, cause it's oh my god. Can I get through the fucking song?
This shit feels like he's Devlin. When I'm spitting my arms, start swinging, I'm bringing more raw shit than a bet.
Yo, this dude is fucking better than Skepta. This is like the king of grime right now. Like, what the fuck? I did not need you to go that hard on me for the first 2 tracks. What's wrong with you? Whatever, I don't need to, whatever, fuck it. Next track, Name Brand. It seems like they have like a lot of electronic themed music. Like heavy electronic production on this. That's what I do kind of like that.
vibes, you know, I go to the studio all the time. All the time, somebody never so grimy, they causing fights. Causing fights, done. Where are you going? I'm going to keep an old brand going. Back then,
no, get the fuck. No, Stop. Look at his fucking flow and delivery.
Wiley, where are you going? I'm going to keep an old brand going. Back then, everything was
Oh,
oh, getting a bit edgy. Expansive, I
Wait.
got a track. Have to.
I need a minute. Just come on, dude. Hey, turn on the track. Turn this on and listen to it with me, okay? Turn on Name Brand. I don't care if you don't have the album. Download it. Turn it on and listen to it with me and just listen to the fucking delivery. Every track, I want you to just go crazy with me because this is bullshit.
Branching out, new business. Cop the Landlord album, gigs is. If I give the crowd fire, we don't deflate, stay pumped up. No rich sex, we're just gonna do this calmly as hell. Do you feel me? Well, that's braille. I'm like a high street store to the gal in the name.
Wait, do you feel me? But that's braille. Yes! I feel it all. Pause.
Hold the vibes, you know I go to the studio all the time.
Wow. I think that would have been my favorite track, but the only verse I really didn't like 100% mess with was the first verse that came from the person that came right after Wiley, Jamie. But I don't like, I listened to Jamie before, and I don't really have a problem with Jamie. I just don't think he worked on that song. But I've listened to his project, like I've listened to him rap before, and I do think he's a good artist. I just don't think he worked on that song, in my opinion. Frisco, if I'm saying his name correctly, or if I'm saying that was the right person, he killed his verse. I liked what he had to say, especially that braille line. We're going into track number 4, Speakerbox.
For us no more, it's dead, it's no point.
That's good to know. Oh, fuck. You not?
Things I was dreaming of. Step on the stage, start reading up. Yo, when I'm gone back, see me up. Well, not everybody know my name's bigger than I make out. I used to push with a flake out. We had the first one.
Why is he holding back?
New York, that is when I had to get my brain out. We ain't on the same shit. I'm telling everyone we just shot the same break. I've achieved things I was dreaming of. Step on the stage, start reading up. Getting played every day, it's in heavier rotation. I'm nationwide by now. People see the end.
You know, I'm glad he mentioned what he just said just now, because I am wondering, I'm curious as to why. And I know, you know, they're not going to play music from other countries, but why doesn't the U.S. play grime artists? I know why, but I'm saying, like, why they wouldn't do that is kind of, like, beyond me. Like, how you put some of these trash artists on the radio, like, all the time, but don't expose people to, like, Wiley, Skepta, Jamie, like, that to me, I just don't, that's not fair to the listener, because I'm forced to listen to bullshit. That's why I don't listen to the radio, because I'm forced to listen to, the same 5-6 songs in rotation all the fucking time, and I hate that. US, you need to start playing UK artists with your rap stations. Tell them.
Into the cold, it was raining. Standing on stage trying to shit about.
He's holding back. Like, this dude literally, like, fuck. Like, this dude literally went full power. Like, he's not holding back. He fucking, like, I'm being raped right now. Track number 5, back with a banger. I didn't know you ever left, but okay.
The man, I respect my whole life, they stacked in the man. Yo,
God,
tracks in the man, I eat free. They wanna know what I'm doing right now. Go tell them now I'm back with a banger. Yo, liquid flow. I fire like I'm a snow biscuit flow. Eat free, back in it with the
this might be the one!
Never got a big stage blows. I'm a K-I-N-G, the liquid flows. With the cracks of the concrete, I'm in them blows.
Yeah!
The instant flow. Hello, hi.
Wait, what did you just say? What about Bart Simpson? You motherfucker.
In them blows. Get it like a Simpson, no. Bart Simpson flow. You know I got the instant flow. Hello, hi. Liquid flow.
Oh, he said that. I'm about to have a heart attack. Yo, call the ambulance. Oh my God, there's nobody home.
Yo, I've done a lot of tracks in the man, I eat free. They get a loud pack in the man.
I've never lifted my leg this high before. Pause. This is my favorite one, yes! He's writing this fucking beat beautifully. Oh man, you know how, okay, listen. Have you ever edged yourself, like when you're having, like, you know, you fucking your girlfriend or something like that, and you keep going and you keep stopping, and then you edge yourself, basically. For those of you who don't know what edging means, it's when you're about to bust, and then you stop yourself right before, and you keep doing it over and over again. It builds up the tension, right? So that when you do finally bust, it's like this explosion of shit you never knew could fit inside your balls. That's what that track was to me. It was an edge to an end. Like, I edged myself in the first, what track number was that? Like, in the first 4 tracks, I edged myself, and then when I got to the 5th track, I just let it all out. Like that? Yes. That's my favorite track. I'm gonna bump that so hard. All these, the ones I've heard so far, I'm gonna bump back to back. Next one, Joe Blogs featuring Newham. Again, Apple Music fucking sucks because they don't know how to show the whole name with the feature. So I'm gonna just stop saying the features and say Joe Blogs, because you guys are probably gonna listen to this yourself and be like, oh shit, Shawn liked it. I'm probably gonna fuck with it too. You probably are. You're gonna look at it yourself and see the track listing next to it. You can do the work yourself. I'm sick of doing all the fucking work.
Go fishing if you ain't got rods. Now for them a spring leg just like I can't get jobs. When I make a song, I ain't looking for a knob, cause man, I'm old school like the Wizard of Oz. Man, old school like Bucky or hair. Man, old school Tupac had hair. Man, old school Tupac was hair. Man, old school Tupac was Ghostbusters. Never been a super bread. But follow the leader, follow the leader. Can't go fishing if you ain't got rods. Now for them a spring leg just like frogs. But man, I'm old school like Tay. Now for them a spring 8,000 missions. Not one of them complete. I was the whole grain without the wheat.
Alright, I really did enjoy that track. It's just for some reason with that track, it has me in a different frame of mind. Like, I really want to play a video game while listening to that track for some reason. It's weird to think about that way, but in my opinion, I feel like that's a soundtrack that would really go over well on a boss video game fight. I don't know why I'm thinking that way, but it's a little nostalgic for me because that reminds me of something, or it takes me back to a place, but I don't remember exactly why, or I can't articulate why it takes me to that place. It just does. So if anything, that track delivers to me more of a feeling than any type of message in particular, but I still did enjoy it, but I'm probably gonna listen to it at a different point, or like at a different time. Track number 7, Pattern Up Properly.
Listen, my team pattern up like mosh. Trouser, blazer, waistcoat and shirt. In my life now, man, a big run like Bosch. I won't forget I came for the dirt. If I go to a dance for the shugs, pass for the gal and pass for the crooks. Anyone trying to set pace when the big dogs on campus. OGs, killers and champions.
He's got features on here that complement him really well. Like, the features I've heard throughout this entire project take nothing away from the song themselves. They only add more to what I'm already hearing, which I think is beautiful, because in the scene of grime, they work well together, like so cohesively. I wish US artists worked the way grime artists do, because a lot of the US rappers tend to ruin each other's song, but I've never seen a UK artist really ruin another artist's sound, in my opinion. But I know there are those that are out there, but I'm talking about specifically within the grime scene. They seem to work with each other really well.
Some little man need to remember that the father always would adopt me. That's why when I go out, gotta make sure my team pattern up properly. I'm an old school vet, you're a bambaganist. I ain't gonna take time into this.
I don't know how to pronounce his name. It starts with a J. Jamakabi. Never. Fuck it. Sounds like the UK version of the guy that's in the Underachievers, the one with the really deep voice. Is like the one that sounds like that. He sounds like the UK version of him for some reason. Track number 8, Can't Go Wrong.
Team's got a lot of guns, and we're doing this thing. Go check out the songs. Man, don't care, we shot going on. Skepta, that's my brother, that's my don. You can never control how man are doing it. Straight from the heart, you can't go wrong. If it's a real bad, then you can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Could have been a road man, could have been a nerd. That told me those. Man, don't care.
Oh my God!
You can see us on stage like, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with a strip. No question. Top like MC, bro. Full clip, never on MC, bro. Take flight. I stand down like one break light. Everybody wants the crew to be in the park. You can see us on stage like, what's going on? BBK got a lot going on. Stepped up, that's the thing. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong.
He really got me with the beat drop that time. I thought it was about to drop.
If it's a real bad, then you can't go.
I guess it could be a negative thing for some people for this album because it's nothing but bangers, but it's beautifully produced. And not only that, they actually have nice rhyming schemes, beautiful delivery, and even some notable bars. Like, what more can I ask for? This is a perfect mix of some lyrical content with some very nice production, aka beats, amazing delivery. What more can I ask for? Track number 9, Bang, featuring Ghetts. What instrument is this? Fuck. Man, I heard this instrument before. I just don't remember what it is.
Back, who's hot, who's not? Back, new job, who's boss? Back, self-employed, wealthy boy. Back, in the Wiley, they're cool now, but I'm the same nigga.
Bang!
New job, who's boss?
Bang!
Same city, new blocks.
Bang! Bang! That shit is so fun!
Let's go. No guap. I'm a pop is split. No stops. Got yards and the sticks. No
shit! This dude keeps getting me whenever he says fucking bang, because I'm thinking he's gonna say it every time, and he doesn't sometimes. He's like fucking with me.
If I send for an MC, then man better reply tonight, not a replay. Midday looking for a haircut. Shops back.
I might definitely enjoy that track. There was a good amount of production in there. It wasn't too powerful lyrically, and I did enjoy his flow on there as far as Wiley's concerned. The guy, Ghetts, I think he added a lot more fun and energy to the track. I didn't actually mind him. Flow-wise, it's not an artist that I would particularly listen to just on a regular basis, but him with the fucking bang, it just made the song fun, in my opinion. Track number 10, You Were Always, Part 2, and I think that says featuring Skepta. If I'm wrong, I'm going to be so disappointed.
No, yeah. Really, you were going out late in the evening. Swag. In the club, banging the lash, you were cheating. All them Victoria's Secrets that you were keeping. That's not love, that's so deep, man, couldn't stop bleeding. Gonna give my love to the boys. Real shit. Instead, you wanna argue and make up noise.
I guess it ain't you, it's me. All the fights in the hype, got a G-shirt start, but I can't lose sleep.
I still can't work out why you were causing a big scene in Nando's. Why? We had a good thing going on, but that's how that goes.
That track I'm a little mixed on. Just, there were a few things lyrically that I just couldn't recover from. Like when he was talking about you were always keeping those Victoria's Secrets. Nah. I still wonder why you had to cause a scene in Nando. Okay. All right, Wiley. You got three. I'll give you 10 strikes. I give you 10 strikes, and you used 2 of them in that track, in my opinion. But let's hope you don't use up the remaining 8. I mean, I did enjoy that track. I think Skepta did his thing. I think they were, talking about something that was different, and I do like the versatility, the fact that they decided or tried to go with something a little bit different. Does it always work? No. Is it a good attempt? Of course. I do fuck with them for trying that, but lyrically, I just couldn't get over some of the stuff that Wiley was saying, and I guess the hook maybe from Belly it added a little bit of extra nostalgia to the track. I think if Wiley would have went a little bit softer with his tone of voice, I maybe would have felt the impact of the track a little bit more. But hey, it's not a bad track, it's just not good. Next track on this. My drums can't handle this.
I'm on team, ring my phone, no long team. Could have been the right or the wrong team. Make a big song team. Everybody sing along ting, on time I'm listening every day though. Songs don't drop every day, they're getting made though. Ain't on the side list, history's written, I ain't gotta rewrite it. Man of the elite bro, we ain't gotta hide it. Name won't die out.
Okay, watch, take your time. You man force the wheel on your bike. Your bad in your ends, not in mine.
What proves my point, let's try out. Console things for the wrong price.
Stay gay, get your way, got the nerve for the great shit. So many things I can stay in a verse. Spray words for the cake in your verse. Put your man out. Berg still spitting that myth. Turn up to a man set. Giving it as good as he gets.
Another track that I did enjoy and see the highlights of. Also, I saw a couple downfalls for the track, like the verse we hear from Ice Kid. I thought that was decent, but I thought his flow was just so out of control and discombobulated. Even though that track is a little discombobulated within itself, it still has a routine that it follows. Ice Kid would probably been a little bit better on a track that's a little bit more wackier, because his flow seems a little bit more wackier. Chip actually did really well, and I like how the beat changed to kind of compensate Chip's flow. It's almost like he's playing whack-a-mole, if that makes any sense. The beat was kind of like the mole that keeps popping up, went, and then he's got to keep hitting them, and he did a really good job in my opinion. Track number 12, Baitface.
Blacklist, they can't battle with us, we're like Vikings. Freestyle straight off the brain with no writing. When I get off the piece and they're thinking that's hype. All they wanna do is see and hear who they like. I've been killing it's a Donny round here and it ain't you. I ain't rich but I make do. You're looking for war, you're gonna find it. But I ain't scared of war, I don't mind it. Don't before you start typing. Next time think before you start hyping. I make the car look better when I drive it. I make the bike look better when I ride it.
Yo, this is nice.
I rock a right fam, anytime I speak that's bars for the fans. I've been on
I really enjoyed Scratchy's verse on there, in my opinion. He's one of those rappers, in my opinion, that feels like he wouldn't be that great on that song, but he keeps going to the point where you keep hearing more and more bars. Like, he says one thing, you're like, okay. He says something else, you're like, okay, I see that. He says something else, you're like, oh shit, that actually sounds nice. And then he says something else, you're like, oh shit, that's really good. And so he just keeps surprising you, and I did enjoy that part of the song. I really did fuck with that. Track number 13, My Direction.
that's where I run them. When I go to war, I done them. Give me this crew or that crew, I done them. Can't find me cause I'm lost like a one with doors open. Everybody wanna run through, I run through cause I got a pass and be a bad man. When I was a bad man, snake in a rap man. Picking up on a rap man, 5 mils of roll like five flows and crack. Show I got a move out of town, that's where I run them. When I go to war, right down them. Give me this crew or that crew, I done them. Gonna join up for general, put some respect on my name when you speak it. When I go to war, Wiley, I'm grimy, I'm too shiesty. You won't get beside me, you won't get by, go past me.
It's delivery.
I've been getting run down
Too
and
much.
run down too.
Next track, track number 14, Like It or Not, featuring Breeze.
First in the scene, like it or not. We don't run a block that. We was in a dance. We were getting reloads inside clubs. We were getting reloads out in the park. That's why I'm not living in the past. I perceived the whole game and the whole team was a wreck. Started on the right, but I came from the left. We don't run a block. We don't run a block. We don't run a top. My shit's fuck. You've been watching us years now. I've already written gold bars I can never top. Made 6 beats I can never top. 20, but they will never pop. Me and my team will never pop.
Track number 15, Lucid. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle this, man. I don't know. I'm scared.
I was on point when I made the elusive. On point. Mom told me stop making excuses.
Oh, I like that.
Take the food if you know you can't move it. Leave that there. I'm a drop when I try to do too much. I don't get anything done. It's getting bigger for you hearing the songs. I wanna aim like Meridian Gang and the rest of the Meridian Gang. I was on point when I made the elusive. On point. And how I should do a vocal. If the show's live, then I do a stage dive. I've been given new time. I've learned loads and loads through time.
I really actually enjoyed that track, not just because he was discussing the fact that he wants to basically put his genre on. Led into something that I was going to discuss 2 tracks later, because the previous 2 tracks, in my opinion, were tracks about him basically saying that he wants to put his genre on. He wants to get grime to a bigger scene, a bigger status. And you can see that because, look, all these features, like, it's not just because he thinks that these people are just hardcore grime. Obviously, he thinks these people are talented, but he wants to take his genre to the next level, and it's not just about him. You can see with as many features as this contains, he really wants to take his genre to the next level, and he wants the people in that grime scene to be with him while he's there. And I really appreciate that, man. I think that's really endearing, and I think that's a nice way to kind of include people who are in your same lane. Track number 16, Laptop. Oh, I like how he did that.
Inside that machine, I got my youth's laptop shut. So when they get old up money, I go run. For a while, but I'm back with a couple of bangers for my culture. Couldn't stop me even if he was a vulture. So I got a laptop, I do it every day. I gotta hit the jackpot. I hit the jackpot when I see the tracks off. Had bare records on the board. Started off with the crack software. All them plugins, made man so much money and it didn't stop there. Went on for years of my life, sound card, mic and a keyboard. And I wasn't looking for a reward, I was doing it, passion, the leader. 640 Street, top part of my brain. Since I've had one, I ain't never been the same. Take a man, don't forget filler, I'll drive filler. Gotta do work if you wanna be a winner. And if you got...
I really enjoyed that track as well, and I think for a lot of upcoming rappers and musicians, or just anybody who's into music or making music, that's probably gonna resonate with them and probably be their favorite track, because they're more than likely are going to be able to identify with it. I love how he mentions that he started out with a cracked software because he didn't have the money to pay for the real version, so he had to crack it in order to use the regular software. I love how he's including these little things. That track right there, in my opinion, was one of his more personable tracks. Even though all of this is pretty personal, that to me was really intimate, for me at least, because he just said his laptop is basically a part of him. You know, that's what he used in order to get himself in this position. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is a laptop that he's working on right now in the album cover art. I'm not 100% sure. And we have the final track on here, P Money Remix, featuring P Money.
That's why I practice, so I stay on point at P Money. That's why I practice, so I stay on point at P Money. Young civilized man will fill in these bitter guys about they wanna take man for a mouse and I put a bar.
He's going hard for this last track, I know he is. They're not stopping.
And then I will get on the list of MCs who were top flight, staying on the top mic, ain't done the work, but you bro, nobody's ever gonna do what we gonna get. Put me in any scene, I end up running it. My crew of winners, we end up running them.
Sorry, 16 track was actually the last track. That was a bonus track, and yes, it was a bonus. It felt like a bonus. That was Wiley, Godfather. Let me just start by saying this was an incredible project as far as production, mixing, and delivery. I think Wiley definitely has his sound on lock, and a lot of people are probably going to be like, and me too, it lacks versatility in the sense that the album doesn't really deliver much more than an incredible sound that's very dominating and a delivery from an artist that has a very familiar flow. in my opinion, I don't even think Wiley needs to change that. I mean, I think it would help him if he was a little bit more versatile on a lot of these tracks, but in the event that he's not, he still knows how to make really, really good music. Features were really well placed. I definitely didn't think there were any features that were just too off-putting to the point where it ruined the song. The only track I probably didn't really like on here was the one that features Skepta and Belly. That's a track that either I could have done without, or maybe Wiley could have took over the whole track by himself. Skepta did his thing, but I didn't think he was needed on that track. I thought he could have been better used on a different track. I don't know why he saved him for a softer track, in my opinion, but I mean, it's his album, he's going to do what he wants. I just thought he could have been used on one of the banger beat tracks on here that he just goes off back to back. Lyrically, this thing is, it's a little bit better than okay, in my opinion. I think there are parts on here where I think he could say a little bit more, but there are also parts on here where I'm wowed by some of the stuff that he says. And a lot of people who aren't familiar with, like, UK slang, they may have to go back and listen to this thing again, or they might have to look up a dictionary or ask somebody from the UK, yo, what the fuck does this mean? Because they do have a lot of references to just UK slang in there, and I think it works for them because sometimes, you know, you feel cool. It feels nice having a form of language that nobody else understands except you and your team. Overall, I did really enjoy this project. You guys know my thoughts on majority of these tracks, how I feel about them. I covered that during my reaction. Making a banger album, in my opinion. Was it too much? I don't think so. You tend to forget that you're listening to nothing but bangers when you have an artist like Wiley on here doing all the work. I mean, I remember he did an album not too long ago where he did all the production for his old album, and I thought that was amazing. I would give Godfather from Wiley an 8 out of 10. Thought it was an incredible listen. If you haven't listened to it already and you maybe watched my reaction, there are a lot of parts that I cut out, obviously, so I would recommend going to listen to the full songs, and you should download the album if you haven't already. If you don't really know if you want to listen to him, I would recommend listening to some of his singles, or just going back to an earlier mixtape or earlier album and seeing what you like from there, and maybe coming over here to compare it to this new project. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I think Big Sean's album comes out tonight, so I might be doing that one, and that might be uploaded tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure. You'll see. You'll see. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.